Dubbed the Italian sensation with sky-high expectations, Camila Giorgi's journey to tennis greatness took an unexpected turn. From financial struggles to a lifelong coaching alliance, her path was anything but ordinary. Join us in this video as we discover how Camila Giorgi has wasted her tennis talent. In 2012, Camila Giorgi stormed into the Wimbledon round of 16 at just 20 years old, fueling expectations of a top 20 ranking. Her 2013 US Open round of 16 run seemed to confirm this trajectory. However, what followed was a baffling trend. 38 Grand Slam appearances, only one second-week entry, and a staggering 8 of 32 exits. Ranked as high as 26th in the world back in October 2018, Camila Giorgi's story is one of untapped potential. Her journey has been a roller coaster, marked by the challenges of a nomadic life across Argentina, Italy, and the United States, battling financial constraints and unreliable sponsors. Lawsuits, personal tragedy, and an unconventional father-coach round out her unique narrative. Some experts believe she'd thrive with a seasoned coach, but could her father be the secret to unlocking her full potential? Women's tennis history boasts fathers turned coaches who've propelled their daughters to greatness, defying conventional wisdom. Think Graf, Celis, Capriati, Pierce, Wozniacki, and the Williams sisters. Camila's roots trace back to Macerata, Italy, born to Claudia Gabriella Fulone and Sergio Giorgi. Sergio, an Argentine with Italian heritage, shifted from La Plata to Italy. He played a role in the Argentina's military during the 1982 Falklands War. Claudia, Camila's mother, doubles as a fashion designer, crafting the tennis attire that's become synonymous with Giorgi's name. Camila's tennis journey ignited at just 5 years old when she first wielded a racket at a local club. Her father recognized her innate talent and became her steadfast coach. However, despite promising beginnings, she fell short of reaching the lofty expectations set for her. When it comes to her tennis style, Camila is all about powerful ground strokes. But there aren't any variations in her game, and at times, she looks pretty predictable, which leads her to downfall. Put it simply, Giorgi's brand of tennis is to hit the ball as hard as possible. No doubt Giorgi's backhand is admirable from a technical point of view, but she just lacks that finesse and that creative aspect of the game. Coached by her father Sergio, well, her father never really played tennis at club level, let alone professional level, and this might be the reason Camila's struggling with exposure, finesse, something like a well-measured slice or a drop shot in her game, which would have put her right up there in the top 10. It is a big blow to Camila's tennis career that she's never thought of training with some of the most experienced coaches in the WTA circuit. Apart from coaching Camila, Mr. Sergio Giorgi has occasionally got himself into trouble or created many controversies on and off the tennis court. Mr. Giorgi's eccentricity has sparked intense clashes with key figures in Italian tennis, including Corrado Barazzuti, Sergio Palmieri, Francesca Schiavone, and the Italian Federation itself. While Camila has amassed $6 million in her career, maintaining a positive relationship with the Italian Federation holds immense value for the Giorgi family and future generations. Simultaneously, the Italian Federation relies on Camila's presence following the retirements of Flavia Pannetta and Roberta Vinci and the inevitable decline of Francesca Schiavone and Sara Errani. One more incident surrounding Sergio happened at Wimbledon in 2017, when Jelena Ostapenko accused Giorgi's father of coughing to distract her, but Ostapenko still managed to win the game. Ostapenko was having none of it, and she even mentioned Sergio Giorgi's unsportsmanlike behavior in the post-match conference. It was just before my serve that somebody started to cough. I think it's a little bit unsportsmanlike. You're in such a high-level tournament like Wimbledon, a Grand Slam. I think people have to understand where they are. I think it was from her dad. They're very close to tennis. They have to understand how to behave during the points or before the serve. It was not long before Sergio Giorgi was back at what he does best. It was Rome 2021 where Camila was up against Sorribes Tormo. The match was a tight one, and the Italian Camila Giorgi ended up losing the game. But the highlight of the contest was not the game itself, but the reaction of Sergio Giorgi to some calls going against his daughter. Sergio Giorgi, in a display of anger, was continuously glaring at the umpire, who eventually got frightened and had to call security. She was even heard saying on her walkie-talkie, "Could you please stay around? Giorgi's father looks mad."
If it's possible for you to stay around because Giorgi's father is very mad and I would like to have someone.
Well, just a year later, something similar happened yet again. This time at the 2022 Roland Garros. He was caught smoking red-handed by the camera while his daughter was losing to Daria Kostakina in the 4th round. All these events are not helping Giorgi's cause as a tennis player. The list of such incidents doesn't stop here, and it's taking a huge toll on Camila's game. At the 2023 Birmingham, Camila Giorgi came up against Venus Williams. At a score of 4-3, 30-40, Venus Williams experienced a slip and fell to the ground while delivering a forehand. It's worth noting that she was wearing a knee brace before this incident. There was a controversial moment when Camila Giorgi continued the play and celebrated her point victory. It was ugly, to say the least. This reaction from Giorgi didn't go unnoticed, and it was Renee Stubbs along with Martina Navratilova who criticized Giorgi. Navratilova even tweeted, "How disgusting from Camila Giorgi. Venus Williams kicked her anyway." Still in 2023, but this time at the Miami Open, the Italian tennis star showed glimpses of how she's being coached. After losing to 2-time Australian Open winner Victoria Azarenka, while Azarenka was waiting for Camila at the net, the latter didn't even look at Azarenka and passed just a cold handshake. She came under significant fire from the tennis world following her ugly conduct. But one of the biggest setbacks for Giorgi, which dented her reputation, was yet to come. It was time for the 2022 Australian Open, and just as she played her first-round matchup, Giorgi came under some serious allegations about using fake COVID-19 certificates to gain access to Australia. According to reports, the Giorgi family used their family doctor to create a fake vaccination certificate without getting jabbed. In 2022, the Italian police in Vicenza conducted a comprehensive investigation into the matter. They shared relevant documentation with the Italian Tennis Federation. As the matter was investigated, Giorgi denied all these allegations back then. Interestingly, after the whole investigation process was completed in 2022, no serious judgment or condemnation was made, and it was a lucky escape for Giorgi. Well, Giorgi has had a thing or two for fashion as well, and that's apparent from her Instagram profile. She looks more like a lingerie model than a tennis player. With more than 700,000 followers on Instagram, Giorgi posts quite frequently, and if you don't know her already, you'd probably confuse her as a lingerie model rather than a tennis player. We've seen this before, right? Eugenie Bouchard, where stardom ruined a promising tennis career. While viewing her social media handles, you'll probably think that Giorgi is always shooting for various lingerie brands, clothing brands, and even her mother's brand, known as Giomila, which is having a lot of impressions and effect on Giorgi's tennis career. Her mother, Claudia Giorgi, is also responsible for designing Camila's tennis attire. Claudia has influenced Camila's lifestyle to a significant degree. Camila's love for fashion and aesthetics can be accredited to her mother's company, and both of them share a strong bond. Camila Giorgi, despite her coaching problems and distractions in her life, has still managed to grab some decent achievements in the circuit. She also has a career-high ranking of 26, although this ranking doesn't do justice to her potential. Among her Grand Slam achievements, Giorgi reached the Wimbledon quarterfinals, made it to the 4th round in both the French Open and the US Open, and achieved 3rd round status in the Australian Open on 4 occasions. Apart from these performances, she has also managed to grab 4 titles, including 2015's Hertogenbosch Open, 2018 Linz Open, 2021 Canadian Open, and 2023 Merida Open. Camila's ranking hovers around the 50th spot, failing to truly capture her immense potential and leaving us with an incomplete picture of her capabilities. But here's the million-dollar question. Is it finally Giorgi's time to address these issues and stake her claim to the throne, a destiny foreseen by many tennis pundits? Sound off in the comments below.